It's a new day. Yes, it is. Or is it the same day? Just different attitudes. We just seen the end of the New Day, good version of the New Day. Now, mind you, they were a heel when they first started. We didn't really know where it was going. But I ain't gonna go through the whole, run through. You know already. But we have a New Day that kicked Biggie out. And for somewhat good reason, because hell, he could have been came back years ago to be their manager if that's what he was going to do at the anniversary. Talking about, I'll come out here and cheer you guys on, blah blah blah. But they had a hell of a point. You should have been there from the jump. I mean, long time ago. Even you was in a damn wheelchair, rolling around with us, they would have been okay with that. But let's get on the real topic at hand. Was this a good move to basically they swerved everybody. Nobody seen this hill turn coming. Nobody. We thought it was going to be Xavier Woods or it was going to be Kofi. We knew Big E's going to have something to do with something. You can't have it without him. But I didn't see that coming, just like a lot of people didn't see that coming, that they kicked Big E out. Now, good segment, great promo, great timing, great heat, great crowd reaction. I mean, it was really good. Mission complete of what they was trying to do. But this is why I asked, is it a new day or is it the same day, just different attitudes? Okay, is the new day, is that going to put them in line for singles championships or tag team championships? Now that's the real question. And that's when you know it's the same day. Yes, it is. Because, okay, they got new attitudes, but do anybody want to see them win tag team titles? Or do we want to see these guys become single stars? But since they're a team, okay, how about we rated RKO it out? Where we know rated RKO was a temporary alliance. Their egos is too big for them to stay together. Edge and Randy Orton back in the day. So we knew those two wasn't going to last long. But these guys in the New Day being an actual team, and now they're turning heel. They turned on a guy that they felt turned their back on them first. They got a point in a way. But, okay, how about we take the route of, oh, we're about to be the top tag team. How about we take the route of, we're about to be a top faction? Hell, how about they even go find a new member to replace Big E? Unfortunately, Odyssey Jones would have been perfect for this. I mean, perfect. He would have been perfect. He's electrified as them, all that, but it's no point of booking things that can't happen, obviously. So, who else do you pick is the question if we're going to replace Big E. Who has that spirit right now that can fit into a evil New Day? I say one person. I mean, obviously they got to be black, so they don't. But it kind of would feel weird. I mean, even anybody would probably agree with that. It would feel weird. Omos is like the only person I can really think of. They're not doing nothing with Omos anyway. So they're saying that they found somebody to replace him in this evil New Day. And Omos has always been heel. So, I mean, I can't really think of anybody else, honestly. Odyssey Jones would have been perfect for this situation to replace Big E. But let's say they don't replace Big E. And like I said, they just RKO it out. Where rated RKO it out. Where this is a tag team that does single shit. They're going to cheat for each other. They're going to look out for each other. They're going to help each other step on whoever they got to step on to get their way. Okay, if you're going to give them another tag team title, cool. But they should not just be a tag team. They should be a deadly alliance like Shao Kahn and Quan Chi. If you know, you know. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. One of the greatest Mortal Kombats, by the way. even without Luke Cage. I don't know how they made that work, but Deadly Alliance was fucking fire. If you know, you know. But just like Shang Tsung and Quan Chi, it's a temporary alliance. Ego's too big. But I'm saying though, the evil New Day can take those tactics where they're gonna overrun and shit and spit on anybody that gets in their way. So Xavier Woods should be aiming and coming for the Intercontinental Championship. Kofi Kingston should be aiming and going for the world title. And they should help each other do it. Now, are we going to have a Wyatt 6 where great segment, overproduced, great segment, all that, like great intro, but the climax, the execution has been a it's like watching paint dry. It has been dying a slowly death. It's like taking a roach head off. And you know a roach don't die until about like 9 days when it's head off. You're just watching it die. It can't move, but it's still making little movements. It's like watching that. You know what I'm saying? So is that what's it going to be? And the reason why I say the Y6 is already feel like that, they have yet to be on the pay-per-view. That should tell you everything. They had a chance to put them on SummerSlam and they didn't. That should tell you everything. They're at the bottom of the card feuding with a jobber squad in the Final Testament that never wins. So it's like, this is just a easy win for the Wyatt6 and nobody gives a damn. That's why the Wyatt6 failed. The old Wyatts, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Kane and Bray Wyatt have an Inferno match at a pay-per-view? Like, 2 weeks later after they debuted on Raw? Yeah, they stayed on pay-per-views. Do you remember the Wyatts and the Shield first interactions? And they first time I remember hearing this is awesome before they even touched. That was the first time I ever heard anything like that. The Shield versus the Wyatts. Wyatt6 ain't got nowhere near that type of power or popularity or credibility at all. That shit's already dead. So back to the evil New Day. Are they going to be the same day with different attitudes, same direction, or we're going to get a totally different script? We're going to get a totally different Xavier Woods and Big E, Xavier Woods and Kofi, where they're going for singles titles. They're doing single shit. Like I said, okay, you want to give them a tag team title with this new momentum? Cool, but that should not be the end goal. They should get the tag team titles and still try to go for their Intercontinental title and the world title. And they should try to find somebody to replace Big E. Omos, I just don't know if he's a good replacement for Big E. But if it's the evil New Day, he might be perfect. Because I really can't think of anybody else. I really can't. If we're going to keep the New Day a black team, I can't think of literally nobody else. Apollo Crews would definitely not fit that at all. He just don't have nothing energetic about him. I don't even know if Omos will really fit it, but you never know. Omos would sell just because he's a big guy. Just like Odyssey Jones. Odyssey Jones had way more upside than Omos for what we see. But we got to go with what we can go with. And if I had to pick one of the lesser evil, it's definitely Omos over Apollo Crews. Obviously, Carmelo Hayes don't belong with them. He's a SmackDown anyway. But I can't think of anybody else besides Omos if they're going to replace Big E, which makes sense. That gives them more heat replacing Big E. But I think that should be the goal, though. They should not just be a tag team. First of all, we already got Judgment Day as the World Tag Team Champ, so that's Hill versus Hills. And you know that he ain't too crazy about doing that. They kind of do it. They did Dom and Gunther, which was surprising. That was a good match for a short period of time. It was good to me. I liked it. And Dom was getting cheered. That was crazy as fuck hearing that. So that's how I know Dom can definitely be a top guy as a heel or a face. He's a GOAT in the making. But anyway, it's about the New Day. Could we get a GOATs in the making? You could argue Kofi kind of is in the making already. But Xavier Woods still got a lot more to offer. I think Kofi still even got a lot more to offer. But I'm just saying, is that where it's going to end up? We're going into next year, and in a couple of months from there, after WrestleMania or WrestleMania season, whatever the case may be, are they going to be on a prominent spot by the end of WrestleMania season? We just have to see. Because it's fresh now, and it was the highlight of Monday Night Raw. It definitely was. But where do we go from here? And I'm just hoping that this is a singles run as a tag team. They're a tag team. That does not mean they should just be a top tag team. No. Really, I thought they should have just broke up. Because we do need two different acts anyway. One could have went to SmackDown, one could have went to Raw, or stayed on Raw, my fault. But since they're going to be a team, okay, they should have rated RKO tendencies. They should have Deadly Alliance, Shao Kahn, and Shang Tsung tendencies. They want all the power. That should be the goal. Taking all the gold, taking out all the top guys in their way, just like Rated RKO did. It should be the same shit with them. But we just have to wait and see. Other than that, I don't know what else to say about the evil New Day. But is it going to be a new day, or is it going to be the same day with just different attitudes? We just have to wait and see. Like, share, subscribe, dislike, all of the good shit. We are out.